Good morning, everyone. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful. Today, I want to show you how to do a three-sister summer dress. And this is what it's looking like. I'll walk you through the steps. That's the upper part. So I'll now walk you through the steps. First, you cut the bodice, and I have it here. And the bodice, that's the waist, determines the top layer. Let me go back over that. This is 1, 2, 3. The waist of the blouse here determines the waist of the top layer, the first sister. But if the waist is 20, because it carries gathers in it, then therefore you're gonna have to add some allowance. So say for instance it's 20, you want to add 10 inches, and this all depends on your size and how wide or flouncy you want it. Okay, so if it is the waist is 20 and you want to add about 10 inches, that will bring it to 30. Now 30 inches now here determines the width of the second sister. So it is 30, but it also has gathers in it. So you want to add another 10 inches to the second layer, and that will have enough gather. I'm just giving a number. It doesn't have to be that number. As I said, it all depends on how you want it, how much gather you wanted it. This is just an example I am sharing with you. So if this is 30 inches, then this is going to be 40 inches, and if this one is 40 inches, then this is going to be 50 inches also. Why? So that when you gather, so if you look here, I have the gathers here. Okay, they're not stitched, I just formed them so you can have a look. So you go, you add, to each, add 10 inches to each or more, and that will give you this kind of look. Now I've gathered the first one here, and as I said, this determines the waist. Another thing you can do, all layers can be same length. So if you have all layers being the same and you want it a little longer, you'd want the second and the third a little longer, then you just add a little bit more to each. Okay, so one could be 12 inches, one could be 13 inches, and one could be 14 inches. Okay, so let us get on to the blouse. So here is the blouse. You can leave the neckline like this or lower it. You can also change the design of the neckline. Okay, so I will show you how I want to make this into a brassiere strap. Okay, so here I have the back and the front. It's going to have zipper in the front, and therefore you also have to leave an opening in the back of the skirt for the zipper. Okay, so when this is connected to the skirt, then you would add your zipper. I've walked you through how to make a bodice, and I have the bodice here, so I'll now show you the steps to changing the neckline of this. So I have my dart here, and I've used the bust point to to place my dart in the right position. I also have my dart line and I have my bust line. I also have a shoulder dart here, and it is this dart with the bust point that I use to draw this line. Okay, in the opposite direction. Okay, so they both would line up. If you're doing an off the shoulder and you want to place a dart, you want to ensure that the dart lines up. So that is what I have done. All right, and I will now join the center line. I don't have to do that, but I want to show you how I do that. So this dart now will guide me as to where I want my straps. Now I'll decide how long I want my straps, okay, right here. But because of the dart, I know definitely that here it's going to be, you know, above my nipples. So that is why I've used the dart. So I'll now decide on the neckline that I have here how I want to shape it. And this is how I want to shape it. So this is what it's looking like. All right, so now I shape it right in the line where the dart is, and I just come back underneath where the arm is. I do not get down into the arm. All right, I just slant it off right here. So I'll just let you see what it's looking like. So this is what it's looking like. All right, so I have changed the neckline. So the back can be cut as is, just the same as the front, but if you want it a little higher, you can just bring it up a little higher, all right, because of the back. So you can just bring it so the straps would actually start a little bit higher than the back. That is if you want it. Now this has worked for me all the while, and as you know, so here is the back. I went up about an inch. You know, if I make these for myself, I really don't like the back to be too low, especially because of my age. Okay, so you young people can make it. So it's about an inch. Doesn't really make a difference. Okay, so that is what it's looking like. The next step, I'll show you how to finish this garment. So let